Hello. Oh my gosh, look at my flower hairs. I've been through some things today. I wanted to jump on because number one, it's been forever since I've done a live in the group. And people are like, why aren't you doing lives as much as you did before? Why aren't you going live as often as you did before? The reason is because I have my assistant, one of my assistants, cataloging all of the videos. So she's already inundated with um, 180 hours, I think it is. I don't know how many. It's like a lot. I think it's like 100 and something videos. And some of them are 2 hours long, 2.5 hours long. So I didn't want to keep putting lives and videos up and then just disturb her work. But I wanted to get on real quick to teach you guys and to tell you and to read it. First of all, let me say thank you to all the new people who are joining. Thank you for joining the group. If you haven't seen my welcome message, let me give it to you right now. Thank you for joining the group. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Kelly's my childhood friend from childhood at Camp Atwater. How you doing, girl? Okay, so I wanted to get on real quick to talk about monetizing who you are and what you do. And there are a lot of gurus out here who teach, your stories, your money, and all this stuff. And I teach the principles of God, right? So the laws of the universe, yes, but really the principles of the spiritual laws of the universe and how to exponentially grow through your roots, how to sow into good soil and reap the harvest and the reward of what you've been purposely ordained to do since before the foundations of the world, from your mother's womb as a seed that God has planted you into humanity to bring your gifts, your skills, your callings, and your purpose into fruition and manifestation, that you are called to purpose, called for purpose, called in purpose, called through purpose, that every single person on this planet is born with a purpose. And when you live in the highest vibration of yourself, in the higher self, not in the lower self, you really can connect and align with what you've been purposely ordained to do, because that's just how it works. It's not reinventing the wheel, okay? And the thing about it is a lot of people are unfulfilled because they're living lives either that other people have asked them to live, or they're fulfilling the prophecies that were spoken over their lives that don't serve them, or they are succumbing to a capitalistic nature and a society of chasing money. The truth of the matter is you can have more than you could think or ask, and abundance will actually magnetically draw to you when you are still and operate in the spirituality gifts of who you are and what you are born to do. Money will attract to you. Money and blessings and favor will overtake you. That the promises of God, the promised of God is true. It is there waiting for you. And once you kinetically connect with the promise and the promises, you actually start walking into your promised land. And the promised land is you being a water walker, a mountain mover. It is you having your steps ordered by the Lord and delighteth in your way. It is you having and walking with the peace that surpasses all understanding. It is you never having to labor by the sweat of your brow ever again. It is you never having to hunger or thirst. It is you being a blessing and having other people glean from your harvest and be blessed. Everything tied to you blessed. It is the Midas touch. It is everything that God says, because his word never returns void, but will accomplish whereto he sends it. Today on Clubhouse, we were really getting into the deep dive of the promises of God, and I would be remiss if I didn't share it with you. I want you to imagine, like, okay, apples and oranges here. Remember, like, if when you were gambling, if you were in the casino, if you hit the jackpot and it was a certain level of a jackpot, the coins would not come down. Instead, the machine rings and the agent comes, writes you out a ticket, a transaction ticket, tells you to go over and get and redeem from the redemption window what the ticket says you've won, okay? And that is because the jackpot is too big to just give to you right then and there. Okay, you have to have a redemption receipt, a promissory note. And that is the same way it is how we're birthed. We're birthed with a promissory note. We are birthed with a transaction receipt about all the things we're going to do. And it's about redeeming that. It's about the redemption of what you've been promised, what you are here to capitalize upon. It is your birthright. It is your character and likeness of God. It is your power. It is the anointing. It is the blessings of God upon everything you think, say, do, and touch. And when you go to redeem the promise, redeem the note, redeem the promissory note, okay? Just like you have a birth certificate when you're born, guess what? You have a birth record and a certificate when you're a seedling. The seed of promise is already who you're going to be before you're ever born, before you gestationally become who you are. God foreknew you. He predestinated you. He preordained you, all of those things. And I think sometimes people don't realize the greatness of what is living and breathing inside of them. And if you would only connect and align with the greatness of the God in you, you become a co-creator, because God is creation. He is love. God is energy that can neither be created nor destroyed. He is the author and finisher of our faith, the Alpha, the Omega, the creator of all of the galaxies in the universe. So imagine the breath of life, the breath of God, the DNA, the likeness and character living and breathing inside of you, just waiting for you to activate and redeem what is already yours, what has already been spoken, what has already been preordained for you. So watch this. If you win, let's just say you're in the casino. If you don't take that ticket to the redemption window, all you have is a piece of paper that says what you're entitled to. If you do not tap into and align with the Spirit of God that lives and breathes inside of you, that creates and puts that seed in you to begin with, if you never go and redeem that, then all you have is the promissory note. You have the note. But in order to actually have it fulfilled, have the fulfillment of the note take up in your life, you have to go and redeem it. You got to call the note. So some of you are not calling the power of the God inside of you who's giving you these visions, these dreams, these desires, okay? Some of you are not calling the note. You got to go get what's yours. You have to go inside of yourself to get what's yours. You have to call and redeem everything that has your name on it, the promises, the destiny, the callings, everything is yours. It's just waiting on you. It's waiting on you, waiting on you to say, here, I'd like to exchange this note and this promise over my life for the blessings and the abundance that it says I have waiting for me, that I'm entitled to. So may I please have it? And that's what it's all about, you know? And I always say to entrepreneurs, like, don't worry about the money. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness. When I tell you all things will be added to you, those blessings will chase you down. Money attracts to itself. Abundance attracts to itself. Abundance cannot attach itself to lack, a lack mindset, a fear mindset, a lower ego mindset. Greatness does not attach itself to lowlessness, right? So you can't think of yourself as a giant and then live and walk and breathe as a grasshopper. You can't even put yourself amongst giants if you don't see yourself as a giant as well, in great company. So never forget that, okay? That's all. I just wanted to remind you how great and wonderful you are, how purposed you are, how all you have to do is redeem the note of greatness that is lying and breathing inside of you, waiting for you to ignite everything. And I wanted you to remember that there is no good thing that God will withhold from you, okay? No good thing. He is here to give you the desires of your heart. He is here to be a co-creator and to help you manifest everything by you speaking the word and the power over everything in your lives. I'm here to tell you that what you bless and will bring forth. What you curse and will never bear fruit. So remember to speak blessings over your life and over other people's lives. Be happy and rejoice when other people make it to where you're trying to go. Because when you speak a blessing over their lives and when you rejoice with them, honey, you're rejoicing for your own blessing. You got to say, yo, I got next. I got next. That's me. I'm so happy for her because God is showing me some things and I'm right there. I'm right there. I'm so close. That's her showing me what's waiting for me and then some and then more. You know, so never forget that. Never forget how wonderful you are. Never forget how loving and kind you are. And never forget that you are purposely ordained to put into market, to put into transactions, everything that you can, that God has gifted you with and armored you with, so that you can bless other people, so that they can be healed, so that they can be whole, so that their lives can be different because of you. There are people out here waiting on you to get it, waiting on you to get it together, and waiting on you to get it right, okay? So that they can get it and get it together and get it right. And don't ever forget that, okay? So I love y'all. I know I've been missing in action. So I said I was going to make a big announcement last night. So let me go ahead and make the announcement. I'm moving, y'all. I'm leaving Pennsylvania. I'm moving. I'm moving to Atlanta. Yes, child. I'll be in Atlanta. I wanted to wait till the ink was dry and everything was right. But yes, I'm moving to Atlanta. I'll be there in July. I will be having masterminds. I will be having retreats. I'm really thinking about offering a retreat. I have a friend of mine who has a really big, beautiful home there, and I'm thinking about 10 or 20 women to come down for a weekend, and we just do an immersion, a business immersion, like right there, eat, have a chef come in, I teach you about your businesses, and we just get it crack-a-lacking, okay? All right, so that's the big news. I'm moving. And I love you guys so much. I love y'all so, so much. So please continue to pray for me. Continue to please give me your grace and your mercies and your compassion, and not, being on here for hours and hours every day like I used to. And the reason why I don't is because there's hours and hours of content that you have that y'all haven't even looked at. All the stuff is there for you to build your businesses and to get the infrastructure in place. And don't forget, it's a system of 10. Your WordPress website, your blog, your subscriber list, your newsletters, your podcasts, your affiliate marketing links, your ebooks, your webinars and courses, your merchandise, and of course, what was the other one? Your masterclass, okay? So don't forget, all right? I love y'all. Love y'all lots. Bye.